Hi everyone, welcome back to CSpark Academy. So today we have a question from group theory and the question goes like this. The product of C2x into sigma xy is. And I will mention that C2x on the superscript notate it is a twofold rotation axis around the x-axis and sigma xy it's a mirror plane along xy plane. So before solving the problem, see, please understand this is a question from the introductory session of group theory. Basic symmetry elements and symmetry operations in the 2-marker question, which was asked in NET June 2015. Idupol the similar questions, so this topic is very important and there are two approaches. One, you can take a molecule and then you can apply these operations. Any molecule, okay, any molecule of interest. Or else what you can do is you can take X, Y, and Z axis as reference and solve the problem, which is even better and easier. So we'll be solving it that way. Okay, so we'll take X, Y, Z axis as the reference. So let's say the molecular plane or the plane of the paper that we are writing is Y, Z. And this axis which is pointing towards us is X. Okay, even if you take the plane of the paper as XY and Z axis as pointing towards you, even that is fine. Axis it is totally fine. The answer that you will be getting will be the same. But then by default, reference books follow that's all. Okay, so the first thing that we are going to do is X, Y, Z axis reference correct? And the operation that we have to operate initially is C2x. So let's try that. That means we have to operate C2x. Now, what does C2 mean? It is the order of the axis. It is the order. Now, how do you find the order? Order is it is equal to 360 degree by the angle of rotation. This is the equation. Now, what we have is we have the order and we have to find the angle of rotation. So just to rearrange 360 degree by 2 will give us the angle of rotation. And that is equal to 180 degree. In the parnal, nammal x-axis this is the x-axis, correct? Okay. And we are going to rotate it at an angle of 180 degree. Either clockwise or anti-clockwise. Anything is fine. So nammal 180 degree clockwise rotate So 180 degree rotate see, nothing is going to happen to the x-axis, because our axis rotate. Now let's see what will happen to the y-axis. So as we have observed, x-axis so x-axis but then what is happening to the y-axis? Y-axis after 180 degree rotation, in this plus y 180 degree rotation position correct? 180 it's a semicircle. This is 180 degree rotation. E point 180 degree you have to draw a semicircle and the point at which it ends is 180 degree. P plus y it will come to this side. This is minus y. Okay. Similarly for z axis also, what you can see is after 180 degree rotation, it will reach at this position and plus z it will become minus z. So now we observe y-axis after a 180 degree rotation in clockwise direction, other minus yi and plus z minus zi. So our first operation is complete. Correct? And next we have to reflect it along sigma xy plane. Correct? So sigma xy plane. Sigma xy. Now which is sigma xy? Sigma xy parnal, this is xy. So this whole thing is sigma xy. The reflection plane contains the x-axis as well as the y-axis. Our plane reflect x-axis and y-axis Why? Because that is containing the axis, correct? So if we write that down, since the plane contains x-axis and y-axis in the position y-axis-നെയും contain ചെയ്യുന്നുണ്ട്. നമ്മുടെ y-axis ഇപ്പൊ ഇരിക്കുന്നത് -y ആയിട്ടാണ്. So അതിനൊന്നും സംഭവിക്കില്ല. But then what will happen to the z-axis? Now see, this is a new position of z-axis. അല്ലെ? ഇത് റിഫ്ലക്ട് ചെയ്ത് മുകളിലേക്ക് വരും. Correct? After reflection, if this axis is facing downwards, after reflection, it will again face upwards. Reflect ചെയ്തതിന്റെ reflection വരുന്നത് മുകളിലായിരിക്കും. That is minus z എന്നുള്ളത്, now it has become plus z. So this is the result that we got. Question എന്താന്ന് വെച്ചാൽ, what is this combination of operations equivalent to? ഇപ്പൊ നമ്മൾ രണ്ട് സ്റ്റെപ്പിലാണ് ചെയ്തിരിക്കുന്നത്. Instead, if you go like this, ഒരൊറ്റ ഓപ്പറേഷൻ എന്തായിരിക്കും? So that we can move from 1, let's say this is 2, let's say this is 3. 1 to 3 പോണെങ്കിൽ what is the equivalent operation? Okay, so what we can see from this is 1-ൽ നിന്ന് 3-ലേക്ക് പോയപ്പോ we saw that only the sign of y is changing and xz is not. തൊട്ട് മുന്നിലത്തെ ഓപ്പറേഷനിൽ നമ്മൾ ഒബ്സർവ് ചെയ്തു, when we do a reflection along xy plane, x-ന്റെയും y-ന്റെയും സൈൻ മാറുന്നില്ല, z-ന്റെ മാത്രം മാറുന്നു. And we have a similar result too. 1-ൽ നിന്ന് 3-ലേക്ക് പോകുമ്പോ x-ന്റെയും z-ന്റെയും സൈൻ മാറിയിട്ടില്ല, only the sign of y has changed. That means this could be equivalent to sign മാറാൻ പാടില്ല x-ന്റെയും z-ന്റെയും. Correct? So it could be a plane that contains xz and reflecting the y-axis. So let's try that. Okay, നമുക്കത് പ്രൂവ് ചെയ്യണമല്ലോ. So this is our reference, this is y, this is z, and this is x. And initially what we have is x, y, and z. And we got sigma xz, correct? But sigma xz എന്ന് പറയുമ്പോൾ this is the plane. And this plane contains x-axis and z-axis. So nothing will happen to x and z. Instead, it will be reflecting the y-axis, which is pointing towards right. Reflection എവിടെയാ വരിക? Reflection of this y-axis will point towards left, minus y out. Minus y out. And that is what we need. Correct? So that's what we need. And the answer to our question is sigma xz, which is option A. Option A. Okay. Yes, so that's how we solved this problem. A similar question was asked in June 2014, again, net exam. And the question is, the product of C2x into C2y is. So try to solve this problem taking XYZ as the reference molecule and let me know the answers in the comment section. Bye. Have a nice day.